So, next is the pre-colonial education. So, before pa dumating yung mga Spanish in 1521, yung mga Filipino, they already had a high level of cultural practices, no? And in these cultural practices, it was seen in their belief, in their traditions, in their customs, habits, and arts. So, in pre-colonial education, there were no school, there were no books, there were no classrooms, no? So, education back then was very practical and hands-on. So, kagaya na lamang sa mga gawaing panglalaki, yung pag-hunting, pag-farming, pag-carving. So, sa mga kababaihan naman, yung paglalaba, pagluluto, paglilinis, at pag-aalaga ng mga bata. So, compared to the Spanish period, so, ang system kasi ng Spanish period, no? So, education, this time, meron ng school, meron ng books, meron ng classrooms, meron ng schedules, no? Compared to the system of education in pre-colonial education, which the education back then was very informal, no? So, yung mga children learned basic knowledge lang, behavior skills in informal and an unplanned way. So, kagaya na lamang yung survival skills, yung mga cultural medicine, so, ganun. So, next is, sa pre-colonial education, yung mga early Filipinos, meron silang system of writing. And ito yung baybayin. No? So, yung mga scripts, no, nakakarve lang sa bamboo, yung mga tree barks or stone. So, yung system of writing, ginagamit siya in correspondence with other barangays or to sometimes just to keep record, no. So, next is the Spanish colonial education, no. So, as I said earlier, during the Spanish education, no, this time meron ng school, meron ng classrooms, meron ng books, meron schedules, pero merong rule, no. So, during the Spanish rule, yung mga itinayo nilang schools, it was built mainly for children of Spaniards, mestizos, and wealthy Filipinos lang. So, ito yung tinatawag na Colegio de San Ignacio. Ito yung first school. Pero, it was originally named as Colegio de Manila, no? Na-rename lang siya noong 1621, no? In memory of Saint Ignatius of Loyola, no? Which is the founder of Society of Jesus, no? So, this school became university in 1621 and it was run by the Jesuit priests, no? So, yung mga Jesuit priests, sila yung mga Christians na dumating dito sa Pilipinas para ipalaganap yung formal na pag-aaral, no? So, noong na-expelled yung mga Jesuit priests in 1768, yung Universidad de San Ignacio and yung mga other colleges in Cebu and Manila nag-close na rin dahil wala nang ibang natira na para magpatuloy sa kanilang nasimulan. So, next is the education in the Japanese occupation, no? So, this happened during the Second World War in 1941 to 1945, no? So, just like the Spaniards and Americans, no, yung Japanese, they use education to control the Philippines, no. So, ang kanilang goal is to put the Philippines under the greatest East Asia prosperity sphere, no. So, they wanted to remove the control of the Americans and the Europeans from Asia, no. So, they followed the idea of Asia for the Asians, no, which means Asia belongs to the Asians, no. So nung nangyari yon, no, nagkaroon ng changes in the curriculum of education. So, they removed the subjects about the foreign culture and traditions, no. Yun yung pinakauna. So, pangalawa, nagturo sila ng Nihongo or yung Japanese language, no. Tinuro nila yung mga history and yung mga culture ng Japanese, no. So, yung Nihongo was not only taught in school but also shown in the newspaper and heard in the radio. So, they also strict hindi lang yon kundi they strictly banned the American and the British influences noon.
Lesson 4, the school curriculum in the Philippines is historical development. So start of American rule, when the Treaty of Paris was signed, the United States officially took over the Philippines. So ang American soldiers become the first teachers. Ang difference nila sa Spanish period kay unlike during the Spanish time, education during the American period became a right for every person. Ang mga poor na children kay pwede Japan sila magskwela. Difference from Spanish period. Unlike the Spanish time, katugan akong ingon, is education during the American period became a right of every person. Many poor children were able to go to school because of this. So, Philippine Assembly and Gabaldon Law, in 1907, the Philippine Assembly was created allowing Filipinos to help govern the country. The first law they passed was the Gabaldon Law. This law gave 1 million pesos to build schools in barrios and provinces. Tapos, they trained Filipino teachers. Ilang goal was to replace American teachers with Filipino teachers.